Hello, hello. Let's see if we can actually do this without buffering. My internet was so much better this morning. It doesn't seem to be the greatest right now, but I got this first water field started and I had some rough spots over here I wanted to smooth out a little bit more along this side. Just thought I'd smooth this out, and then we're going to build a second water field, because who doesn't like cranberry and rice grown in water? And then after we get the second one built, we'll go back in and see if this is all smoothed out. But there's not many big projects left on this map update. But I think that were the last of the rough spots. And I didn't test it to see if it worked, so it's another thing we're going to have to do. I see another high spot over here. Smooth that out. It's so hard to see in the editor. Easier to see in game. And then if everything works well, we'll come back in. If they're all nice and smooth, we'll come back in and we'll plant cranberry in one and rice in the other one. But I wanted to do the same thing along here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of grass. Alright, so let's go to subtract. We're going to go with grass, and we're going to go with beach sand rough. And then we're sort of going to follow, we're going to go square. So what I want to do is I want to get sand along here all the way to this field, and then we'll fill the field in with sand. Since we're close to the beach, I figured these two fields would be the better ones for the sand, the water fields. And get this done, I may start working on the logistics. The last two big projects left are the logistics center and the seaweed pond. But I don't have the seaweed or the bone meal in this map yet set up ready to be used as fertilizer. So that's another thing that I have to get done, is get the extra fertilizer in the map, including the compost as fertilizer. Just a strip of grass. We got a spot there that needs to be flattened out. You know, we'll smooth that when we come back around the edge, because we're going to have to smooth this after we dig it out anyway. And then we'll come back and level that out. rid of this all the way to the road. Take this out like so. Now I gotta see how. I think we're gonna take this all the way up to the other sand. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this all the way up. So let's get rid of all of this grass. And let's just make this all sand. Sassy one, hey, howdy old man, I watched the part of this morning stream I missed and I love the ideas of the logistics center and all three maps, fantastic. Um, I'm going to get the second water field in and that's probably what I'm going to work on is the logistics center. Like I said, the last two big projects I have are the logistics center and the seaweed pond. And then it's just a bunch of small stuff. But I wanted to get two water fields on this map for the rice and the cranberry. And it makes this corner of the map actually look even better, having more beach. So get rid of this grass. Yeah, I almost came back on and did more streaming on the on the islands map, more playing, but I figured now I want to get this done. I want to get this done so I can get the hollow map done. I'm hoping to have this one ready for testing by next weekend. And we have a little bit more work to do in this corner. And then I got to get a few more cell points back in the map because we had a lot of placeable cell points for the Ricciville first version. Alright, so there's our sand roughed in. Now we have to drop this field. And here's where it gets a little bit tricky. So let's go to replace, and I want to keep it square, and here's where we have to sink it down into the ground and come back and smooth the edges later after we get it nice and flat. Give myself a little bit more room, and we may have to push some of those trees back a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Let's get this sunk in the ground first. Then we got to come back and underpaint it. Yeah, may have to push some of those trees back. Well, thanks for going back and watching this morning's stream. Oh, wrong one. This one. I'm going to have to watch how close to the road I get. So let's turn the map. So I can't deform this too close to the road, or the road will end up floating. Let's go to about here, and we'll be really careful on how we smooth that out. There we go. Now we can go down this edge. So the edges don't need to be completely square because we're going to come back and smooth them out anyway. I think this field's bigger than the other water field. Not on the island's map, but the first water field on this map. And I'm sure there's some high spots we'll have to come back and hit. Same thing on that side. I'm going to have to get it from the other angle. Let's come around this way. Actually, I'm going to watch the two water planes don't overreact with each other. Alright, so there's that done. So now let's try and let's go back to round. I missed the first hour and a half. I caught the rest. I had my real cows and chickens to care of before I got on. That's awesome. How many animals do you have? Farm Chick 63. Hello. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, let's get this smoothed out. Get rid of this ridge coming down into the field. And then we'll build a water plane in here. Let me go up a little bit on the strength. I don't have anything else import it into this map to build today. So if we do the logistics center, we're going to have to pull them out of the other map. And I'm hoping that I can pull the entire thing out of the other map, to fix the textures, and then just bring it right into this map. I'm hoping it's going to be that simple. Smooth you guys down. And again, I got to watch how close I get to the road, so we don't pull the ground out from underneath the road. So let's spin it this way, and I'm going to take the circle down a little bit. Something like that. Two cows, 6 chickens, 2 dogs on 2 acres. That's pretty cool. Are they milk cows that you have? Alright, so now we can take our circle back up a little bit. Get this side done. Beef cows. Let's get the rest of this side, smooth it down. Something like that. A little bit of a hump here. Alright, so now let's go. Let's go with, let me go back to square. And then let's go. Gotta find the wet sand. Sand wet. Yeah, let's just rough this in, and we'll come back and clean up the edges. Get rid of the green grass texture under the field. So it makes it look different in game. Spin around this way. Oh, we got some smoothing to do. Can see it from this angle. Alright, so let me turn that off. Are we still on replace? We are still on replace. Alright, let me turn the strength up so I get a better smooth. And then we'll go in here and smooth these humps out. Is that all of them? Oh, we got another one up here. Smooth the humps out. Alright, so now let's take, let's go to Global Company. Let's go to Waterfield 1. And I'm going to duplicate it. And we're going to call it Waterfield 2. And then you have to be called Waterfield 2. You have to be number 2. And you've got to be number 2. Now let's, so we're going to take this one and we're going to spin it so it's minus 90, and then we're going to put, where do I want to go? Let's go between the trees. Actually, no, I want to spin it the other way. Let's get it away from the other field. So let's go this way to 90. Let's bring the pump on this side. And then we'll adjust the water. So let's pull you back a little bit. Like so. And now we gotta fix the water. Alright, so let's go here and pull you down. Alright, so you've got to go 6. 6, 5. Yeah, getting closer. Now I can't have you touching. I can have you go under the road. I can't have you go onto this other field, though. Where do you end? So you end right there. So you, I can pull back a little bit. So about there. So let's take the width down. 0.1. Let's go 2. Maybe 3. Alright, so let's see how that looks. Let's click off of it a second. And I want to make sure there's no water showing in this field. That side of the road, there's not. Alright, so now let us, I gotta figure out what farmland it's in. So our other water field was in number, Waterfield 1 was number 90. You I can close. Waterfield 1 I can close. So you were in 90. I think this is going to be 91. So let's try, oh, I said 91. So this will be Waterfield 2, I think. 0, 1, 3, 4, and 6. Alright, so let's go down here. 0, 1, 3, 4, and should be 91, and you're not 91. So what number are you? So you're not 91, so you're not going to be water field 2. So are you 92, 2, 3, 4, and 6? 2, 3, 4, and 6. Nope, you're not 92. I can't remember what field number that is. Are you? No, that's a high. Yeah, field. Let's try this one first. 93, 0, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Alright, so you're not. What number field is that? I can't remember. So it's not 55. Is it 56? Let's go back to 91 because I changed the price. Let's go back to 1. Alright, 93. No, that's the one we just tried. 95, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Yeah, okay, perfect. You're number 95. So let's square you up. Alright, so you're good. So now you are number 95. Close you. Number this, 95. Oh, and then we have to now let us grab. So 95 is going to go down in price. So it's not like $2 million. Waterfield 02. So let's save that. Let's go here. Let's just grab this one. I'm going to go copy. Paste it into here. Change Ritchie Islands to Ricciville. Alright, so let's save that. Now let's grab Ricciville Placeables Global Company, and then let's grab where we at? Documents, mods, Ritchie Islands. Let's grab Waterfield 02. Copy that. Paste it here. We have to remove the island's picture. Make it the Ricciville picture. And then just change Ritchie Islands to Ricciville. And then we have to fix our water plane. Alright, so let's go here and here. Alright, so let's go. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, we definitely have to fix this. Alright, so I'm going to grab this. It goes here and here, and this one goes here and And I should have kept the other one open. Let's open Waterfield 1 back up. So I want it to be the same height. Oh, it's a different height. Oh yeah, it's -1 and then -2. So this is going to be -1. This is going to be -1. And then this is going to be -2. And planes, these shouldn't have moved, so these should be the same. 5.723 they are, and 7, yep, so they're the same. Alright, so save that. I can close. Let's save the map. While this is saving, I'm going to take a sip of coffee, catch up on chat. Queen Chris, good afternoon. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. And then we'll go back and fix the trees and stuff. And then fix the textures. But I want to go in game and see what all we have to do. So let's minimize you. Let's jump in game and see what kind of mess I made. And I had to change the white truck on the picture to my yellow truck that Papa Smurf made me. Well, I have the new traffic in this map. I have the new trains in this map. And yesterday I worked on, got the Darien Mill up and running. Alright, so let me grab some money. I don't know how much we're going to need, and let me get some speed. Let's teleport down here to the sand mine. And then let's look at this empty sandy area is going to get fixed yet. I haven't gotten that far. I'm going to put 1 or 2 more sell points in here, and I'm going to leave a spot for some future placeables. But I want to walk back around these 2 fields and see if I got them smoothed out. And then we'll buy the land and test them to make sure they work. A little bit bumpy, but not too bad. I can live with that. And then here's the Darien Mill. I got this in yesterday, so the Darien Mill is going to be right here on this corner. How do you guys look? You look pretty good. Alright, so that one looks pretty smooth. Let's see how smooth this one is. This one's looking pretty smooth also. Yeah, I'm going to push some of these trees back a little bit so they're away from the field. And then this has to come back. It's floating, so we just, oh man, we'll bring the land up. Now it's in the field. Yeah, we're going to have to pull this back and then readjust the water plane. How far is the field from the... Actually, that may work. We'll just smooth the land out underneath it instead of moving the field and having to fix the water plane. Alright, so that looks pretty smooth. How much do these two pieces of land cost? Alright, so this one is a 594,000. Yeah, we're going to have to drop these prices down a little bit too. So we'll do that when we get in game. Alright, let's buy this one and this one. And we'll see if we get the global company menus now. Oh, I forgot to put the icons in. We got to put the icons in. Alright, so we have the global company menu there. And alright, we have this one. So, but I want to let me grab my notebook. So the first one is field 52. Let me grab my notebook here a second. Alright, so the first one is field 52. And the second one is number 56. This looks great so far. Waiting very excitedly to play this map also. Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop the islands map and play this map, to be honest with you, after all the updates are done. Alright, so let's come over here away from the trees. Let me grab my store delivery mod, and then let's get our truck. And our trailer. So let's throw water in this guy. I want to test these because we had to adjust the water planes. So I want to see them actually work. As far as I can go without being in the tree. So let's start you. There we go. I still have to plant cranberry and rice in these fields, so these are whatever the default game throws in them. But I want to make sure they work. let's grab the water from this one. Perfect. So let's throw them in the other one. So let's throw the water in this one. And then fishing on this map is going to be a little bit different. This map still has the barge and all the silos along the water that the barge accesses. I'm not going to change that. I'm going to leave it the barge. I'm not going to switch this one over to the fishing boat. So fishing on this map is going to be a little bit different, and I made it easy. The dairy in the mill also makes the fish bait. So you just have to pick it up there, and then I'll show you what I did. Let's get this started. Make sure this one works. And alright, it's only 2/3 of the way unflooded. All the water out? Yeah, all the water's out. Oh look, we got sugar beets growing in water. Soggy sugar beets. So let's, let's fill you up. There we go. It's reflooding. Alright, that works. I can live with that. Alright, that works. Drop this tanker. I'm going to get out of game, but I'll show you the fishing real quick. So you bring your fish bait down here from the dairy in the mill. So there's no separate factory to make fish bait. The boats here are static. These boats are not going to move, but what you do is you bring your fish bait down and drop it off in one, either here or the other one. And then you wait your 24 hours, you pick up your seafood here, and then you take your seafood by truck up here. Here we'll drive over there, I'll show it to you. Nope, no sugar water on this map, but sugar water on the hollow map's getting eliminated. It's going to be, I want all the fill planes, fill types, particle effects, and palettes to be identical. So I'm eliminating sugar water. But you bring your seafood after it's done being caught. Oh heck, we'll just leave it here. I'll show you by foot. It'll be quicker. So you bring the fish, where we at? Up here. Fish processing. So fish processing is now up here, near where the old farmyard was. So you bring your seafood here. I don't own it, but you bring your seafood here. And add, let me get out of the trigger and come back in. Did I not buy it? I swear I bought it. Alright, I'll get out the trigger and come back in. Nope. Did I not buy it? I thought I bought it. No, we didn't. There we go. So bring our seafood and diesel, and it's going to make your salmon, your crab, your lobster, caviar, sewage, trash, and byproducts. So I threw byproducts in here so we can use the byproducts to make seaweed with. So that's here, and then this is still a sell point. What is it, Johnny's or Pete's? I think this one's Johnny's. Johnny's pork grain. So this is still going to stay a sell point. Oh, the sugar beets growing in the water. Sugar water? Yeah, right. And then in this back corner, yesterday, this corner's not done yet. I'm going to build the seaweed pond back here. But the boathouse is now back here in this corner. So got this in yesterday. So the very top corner of the map is the boathouse. But let's get out of here. I want to adjust the land. I want to put the two markers in, and let's check the log for errors real quick. Just go up to the top. Wish Giants would fix those key bindings on the auto load truck. And no errors for the water fields. Alright, so let's come in here. I'll clean up all these trees and such later, but I know I just want to get rid of a few more of these. Because along the road I want to put one or two more sell points in, and then I'm going to leave this open for future placeables. But we'll clean up some more of these trees and stuff off camera. But I wanted to get this so it's not floating. So let's bring the land up here a little bit. So we were, let's go back, so let's bring the strength down. And let's see if we can just, whoa, no, not that big. Let's bring this land up a little bit. So it's not floating. Still floating a little bit. All right. Something like that. All right, like that. And then I want to bring. Actually, that I can live with. I would love to slide this back a little bit further, but I don't want to readjust these water planes. So I'm going to leave it. Alright, let's get our get our markers in. And then we have to do a little bit more painting. So let me close this. Close that one. Throw it here and slide it in. And bring it up a little bit. Now so that's where our player trigger is. Yeah, so that'll work. So let's call this one. This one was field 52. And then let's get our hot spots in. Field 52. Field 52. And then let's grab this guy. And this guy. And let's get the same thing over here. So let me get duplicate this one. And this was field 56. Pull it up out the ground. About here. Just make sure it's in the trigger, it's in the trigger. So field 56. Let's go here. Go 56. And then let's get our X. And our Z. Alright, so that is done. Got our hotspots in. Let's get let's come out here. So let's go back to round. And are we still on wet sand? Yes, we are still on wet sand. So let's bring our wet sand out to the edge of the water. Something like this. Alright, so that works. So let's take this guy, turn it invisible for a minute, and this is the royal pain in the ass part that I absolutely hate doing. Let's go back to square. Now let's find our cranberry here. I'm going to go state 7. And let's get our cranberries in here. Oh yeah, and we have to drop the price on these two fields because they were way too expensive. Hope we didn't plant cranberries up there because I accidentally clicked on the thing. Alright, so let's go here. Come back to here. Looks about right. Did I go over the edge of the field? I did. So let's pull you back a little bit. And we're not on subtract, we're on replace. Bring you back. So I want to call these two fields done before I move on. Let's come this way. Off the edge? No, a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that. Let me take this back a little bit. I don't want to, because when you if it's off the edge of the field, when you harvest it the first time, until you plow it, it's going to leave bits behind. So I'd rather be a little bit short than have too much. That looks better. Of course, come on. Kill me. This site is real touchy. Spin it over this way. Oh, come on. still on the field there, so I can live with that. We're not on the field here. We on the field? Yeah, we're on the field. Alright, now we fill in. Now we can go, let's make you bigger. Did I miss a little spot right here? I did. Alright, so that is cranberry done. So let's take this water and make it visible again. And then we'll take this water and make it invisible. And then let's go down here, change this to rice, and state 7, bring my square way down. Get the rice outlined. Everybody getting ready for Thanksgiving? Anybody have any big plans? Come up here, flip it around. And take it back a little bit. On the field? No, you're not. Let's cut you back a little bit. this way. Did we miss a section? We did. So let's, alright, so we have to remember we're back on rice, state 7, but let's come up here to terrain detail, and let's paint you in. And then we'll come back over here, change it back to rice, number 7, and we'll continue in. You on the field. Oh, it's so hard to see. There we go. Just undo it. And we'll come back and put it back in. Papa Smurf. You gotta show me how to print my fruits in a little bit easier. Alright. Yeah, I do everything the hard way. Everything I've learned was trial and error. I'm only doing these 2 fields. It's only getting the rice and the water. But I'm almost done. Oh, we're off the field again. I usually do this when I have a beer or 2 in me. My lines get a lot straighter. But we're almost all the way around. Alright. Now we just color between the lines. Alright, now let's, before I forget, let's make this, let's turn the water back visible, and there we go. 2 water fields are done. I wanted to reduce the price of these 2 fields before I forget. which was this one, and it was 695, and where's our other water field? This one. Let's go 0.2, and then we'll see how much it costs when we get back in game next time. Alright, so water field 2 is done. I can close that. Alright, water field's done. I'm going to mess with this corner another day because I want to get, I want to import 1 or 2 more cell points into the map, and then we'll work on that corner. So let's head over here, and we're going to work on Central Station and Central Warehouse a little bit. So what I want to do so let's go across the street first. Let's take get ourselves something to work on. Alright, so we're going to change you to grass. I'm going to change you to I think it's asphalt. You are on subtract, so let's go, yeah, something like this. I don't want to get too close to that field, but this will get us started. Clean up that other edge later, so I'm sure we're going to need more than what I'm going to start with. Over here, I want to leave a little bit of grass. Let's go something like this. Something like this to get us started. And then go here. And this side I'm not too concerned with. We'll clean this side up later. Just want to get it close. And then let's come over here. Let's get the grass off the entrance coming in. And then let's make our back entrance. Let's open this back up. Something like that. Start over here. Alright, I'm going to give this a quick save. I'm going to import them in from the other map, then we're going to have to fix all the textures. Alright, so let me go to Ritchie Islands. Let's crack this map open. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of textures to fix. Alright, so I don't even need to move the map. Actually, I do need to move the map. Alright, let's come over here to the logistics center so we know what we're looking at. Because I'm going to have to pull buildings and signs. Because I think the signs are separate. Alright, so let's find global company. Alright, building A. And I don't think the sign is lit. No, we're going to have to pull the sign out separate. Alright, so building A. Go File, Export into Ricciville. Let's go building A. And then we're going to need this sign. Where are my signs? And I don't think I did, so we need building A. We do. And I need one of these. No, but those I have already in the map. I can copy one. Alright, so let's go File, Export, Sign A. Alright, so let's minimize this. Ricciville, new buildings, water field I'm done with, I can delete that. Sign A. It's in the common files. Alright, so let's go textures, common files, textures 3, and I need sign building A. This one. Actually, I'm just going to pull them all in A, B, C. Let's go, well, let's just grab them one at a time because I don't know how far I'm going to get. Alright, so let's copy this and we'll paste it in here and take this back to textures. Alright, so the sign is fixed. Now let's fix the building itself. Oh, that's not bad. Details and galvanized steel. Details and galvanized steel. Let's copy those into the textures. Already in there. Is that all I needed? Wow, that's all I needed. It was a couple texture files. What else in this folder? Because I don't think this was in here before. Oh yeah, okay, I forgot to delete it earlier. Alright, so this file can get deleted. This should now be fixed. So when I open this up, before I import it into the map, there shouldn't be any errors in the log. And there's not. Alright, so let's close you. Let's go in here. I'm going to create a transform group. Close that, close that, close that. This is building A. And I'm going to cut it, put it in here. That's my main transform. Now when I import this in, I'm going to cut it from there, put it inside of this main transform group. Alright, now we're going to go edit, interactive placement, bam, something like this. Let's go to -90, I think. No, I'm going to spin it around. I want to go this way to 90 because my input triggers are on the left and they spawn out on the right. So let's come down here. Something like, nope, clicked off of it. Come down here, something like this. Something like that. Make sure nothing's floating. Looks pretty good. I need this guy. Let me duplicate him. And we'll bring him over. You have your own category. Yeah, you have your own category. Alright. So let's spin him around to 0. Bring him down. And then we'll adjust him when we bring the sign in. Let's go File, import sign A. But this time I'm going to put the sign right in the, so I'm going to cut it from there. I'm going to put it right in the building. Now let's go edit. Let's put, oh, let me go down on my speed. Let's put him here. You got to come back and down and over, and then you got to go to 0. So let's go like this. And over and up, and then we'll adjust this guy. We'll adjust him. He's going to come up and back, something like that. And over. So there's building A. Now I just got to figure out what farmland this is. This was the old central warehouse. The old central warehouse was what number? Start at the top. Central station and warehouse. Are you still one big? So it's farmland 33, which is bit 0 and 5. Let me come out so I can see what farmland we're in. What number did I say it was? 0 and 5. Come on. 0 and 5. No, you're no longer. But we're going to make you the same farmland. And we're going to give you this piece of property to start with. Let's just come up here for now. And we can adjust, we can tweak this later. So whatever farmland is I'm painting over is going to completely disappear, and then when we go in game, it's going to throw an, or when I go in game and check the log, it's going to throw an error, so we know what farmland we eliminated, so we can fix it on the farmland XML. Alright, so this is all the same farmland back. And what number did I say it was? 33. So building A has to go in number 33, or it won't work. Alright, so let's grab our tour icons. Building A. Bring him up off the ground and put him, I think about there. Is that where the trigger was? That's where the trigger is. Alright, so that is close enough. Alright, so let's save that. Central station and warehouse, which we're going to leave, so I don't need to touch anything with that. Let's grab Ricciville, Placeables Global Company. Let's grab Ritchie Islands, and let's grab Building A. I'll paste it over here. Alright, so now we can come over here. Let's grab Building A. Bring it over to here. And then change Ritchie Islands to Ricciville. And then let's Building A. We have to change the picture first. Because I always forget it. And then let's come here. And let's replace these with Ricciville. Let's save that. And let's go to our farmlands. And I want to change this to true. And I'm going to let's go with 0.1. Alright, so you're good. You're saved. Let's go in-game. Lemon Heart, Stevie, buddy, what's up? Long time. It has been a long time. I am doing well. We are giving Ricciville a massive, massive, massive update and rebuild to match all of the fill planes, fill types, particle effects, and palettes from the new 16X map. So all three maps will be identical, and then we can use the one vehicle pack on all three maps, we can use the one silo pen on all three maps, we can use the one animal pen pack on all three maps. So essentially it's going to make all three maps user friendly. And then once the older two maps are updated, we're going to test it first, but once the older two maps are updated, we should be able to put all three maps in our mods folder without conflicting with each other, which will be super, super awesome. So for now, I'm going to head to Central Station because I don't have a hotspot over here yet. And we'll wait for the train to go through. That Papa Smurf worked so hard on it. It's so awesome. Now, since we own this piece of property, we should own this building, and this should work. And it does. This is awesome. Alright, no 110 errors. And how much did I make this piece of property? 113,000. Alright, so that's not bad. And then I adjusted the price on these two fields. 396 and 400. These need to, I'm going to give you one of these as a starting field. Probably 52. You're going to have to earn 461,000 to buy that field, but we're going to change up all the farmland that the starting. This green area up here we're no longer going to start with. I think we're going to start with 52, 53, and 54. And this grass meadow. I think I'm going to start you off in this corner of the map. But this works now. Alright, so let's get out of here, check our log for errors. And then we'll pull the next one in. Thank you for that tier 1 sub. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Lemon Heart 1, you're such a hard-working. Thank you, sir. Have you had a chance to look at the new 16x map? I haven't. If you've been streaming lately, I just haven't caught it. But I've been sleeping all kind of weird hours too. So let's just check the log and make sure we have no more errors. But there should be one error popping up for an unpainted farmland. Or maybe not. Nope, I don't see the error for the one unpainted. Corona map. So what happened here? Corona right back shape. Corona blinking red. That's got to, I don't know what that is now. I've never had this error before. Corona right back. I think that is the trains, actually. The blinking light for the train. I'm going to have to go back and look at that another time. So I'm sure Giant's latest update messed with something with the train lights. Corona right back. Yeah, I'm sure. That's the red light for the train. But there's no errors in the log for building A, so building A is done. Nope, haven't. Quit streaming a long time ago. I've heard Bear has checked it out a bit and he likes it so far. The map's got Corona, Corona, yeah, the map has Corona too. Alright, so that is building A. So now the next building we want to pull out of here is we need to sign for building, is it B? Let's see, we'll just go in order. Yeah, building B. Did I not name the sign for building B? I did. Alright, so let's go File, Export, Sign B. And then let's pull, nope, up the other way. Let's pull building B. Let's go File, Export, building B. So let's pull this warehouse out of this map. And let's go into our, let's get that out of the way a second. So let's go to Ricciville, New Buildings, Building B. And we should already have these textures in here, so I just need to fix the pathing and optimize it. Alright, so let us save that. And then I have to bring in, which I should have done before, I need to bring in the sign textures. So let's go Common Files, I think it was Texture 3. Yeah, it was. So let's bring in Building B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, and M. Alright, let's copy those, and let's bring them here. Alright, so those texture files are now in, so let's come here and fix sign B. Alright, so that's fixed. Alright, so our buildings are fixed. So now we can import building B. Yeah, let's go building B. So let's create a new transform group. Let's go building B. Well, I'm trying to catch you on chat at the same time. So let's cut this guy. Oh, that's the tour icon. Let's paste it in here. And then let's go File, Import Building B. Let's cut it from there. Let's paste it into here. And then let's put it on this way. So square it up to 90. And then let's just get it square to this building. That's pretty square to this building. And I'll put it about here, because I want room to put one more building above it. So let's make sure this is about centered. And we can move them later, because it doesn't matter where they're at if they're all in the same farmland. Alright, so this one was number 33, so this one has to go into number 33 also. And then let's import the sign. So let's take this guy here. Let's duplicate him and pull him back to about here. And then let's import sign B. Cut it from there and put it right in the warehouse. And let us spin him this way. Get him close. Alright, let me go down on my speed a little bit. Alright, so let's get him lined up. Something like that. Yeah, we can go down a little bit more. I'll square him up to 0. About here, and then we'll adjust this sign. Something like that. And then let's grab our tour icon. And building A. building B. And we'll slide him back about here. And then it should be in the trigger. It's in the trigger. Alright. So that is building B. So let's save that. U I can close now. Let's grab building B. And bring it over here. Change it from Ritchie Islands to Ricciville. And then let's grab Placeables, Global Company, Ritchie Islands. Let's grab building B, throw it in here. And let's change the picture first. And then let's change this from Islands to Ricciville. And let's save that. And the map is saved. I like doing them one at a time, just to make sure that I don't catch any, I can catch the Lua errors quicker if I look at them one at a time rather than building 10 warehouses and then trying to figure out what Lua error goes with what building. So let's take a peek at this real quick. But this time I'm going to try not to look at the red blinking light from the train, because I think the red blinking light from the train is the one that's throwing the error, and I can work on that later. Alright, so let's go back here, but let's not teleport to Central Station. Let's run over to the poultry house. So I don't want to see the blinking red light from the train. Let me get a little bit of speed. Turn away from the train. Don't look at the train. Don't look at the train. And our warehouse B should now be in here and working. Oh, that sign's got to be adjusted a little bit more. Yep, that sign's got to come up a little bit more. But we have all of our foods. Alright, so that's working. And then we'll check the log, make sure there's no errors in the log. Let's go back to our log. Alright, let's scroll through this. There's my farmland ID error. So we took 69 out, which I can use at a later date. So for now, let's do that. That's the one I repainted over. And no errors in the log, so I gotta look in to see why that red light from the train is now throwing an error. But that is building B. Oh, I wanted to adjust the sign a little bit. So, alright, yeah, that's better. Let's take this guy and let's go up. Nope, wrong one. Let's take this guy and bring him up a little bit. And then we got to bring this guy. This guy's got to come up a little bit. And maybe out a little bit. Alright, that looks better. So let's grab our next building out of the other map. Alright, so that was building B. We want to go to building C, which is one of the refrigerated warehouses. Alright, so but the first thing I want to do is I want to come over here to Ricciville. New buildings. Building A we're done with. Building B we're done with. I want to delete those. And then the signs that we're done with. I want to delete those. Alright, so let's go File, Export, Building C. And then I want the sign for building C. Alright, so let's come in here. Let's go to sign C and let's fix the path. Alright, so that one's done. Building B I can close. Now building C, we're going to have a bunch of textures to fix. Alright, the window shader I know is already in the map. I'm almost sure, but let me double check anyway. Shaders, yeah, the window shader's in there. Turbine room sound I know is in there, because I moved that one earlier. And then these three textures I know are in the map already. Now, this one, I'm just going to go through these, because I'm almost positive I already have all of these in the map, but let's go here, search, replace, textures, and I don't know why, but my replace all for some reason won't work on those. Search, replace. Oh, it did that time. Alright. And then let's go. Oh, so these I know I'm going to have to move. Alright, so the global company palette ones. objects, palettes, global company, textures. Alright, these I know I'm going to have to move into here. And they're already in there. Alright, so they're already in there. So this folder I can delete, and this folder I can delete. So we don't have duplicate textures. You are going to go here. And that one has to stay like it is. Alright, so building C should now be optimized. I'm going to open it up before I import it, make sure there's no errors in it. And nope, there's no texture errors. Alright. So let's go into here. I'm going to create a transform group. And it's going to be building C. We're going to cut it from there. I'm going to paste it into here. And then we're going to import building C. I'm going to cut it from there and paste it here. And then let's take building C. And put it here. And I want to go this way. So let's go to 0. And then this one could be closer to the road. How far back is that one? Let's even it up with this one. About here. So it looks visually pleasing. And I want to go back a little bit more. About there. So where's the sign is on this side. So let's go, oh, yep, over on this side. Alright. So let's go File, Import, Sign C. Paste it here. Square you up to 0. And let's get this guy lined up. Forward. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then let's grab this guy. Duplicate him. Turn him this way. So eventually we'll get some lights on these. get him lined up. Why does the sign look like it's a different size? They should all be the same size. Oh, because did I use a different sign for this one? Or is it just too far back? It might have been too far back. So hard to see sometimes. Something like that. That looks pretty close. We'll see how it is in game. I'll come over this way a little bit. Alright, so we'll see how this is in game. Now we need our icon. So let's grab this one. And call it Building C. And put it about here. That's where our trigger is, yep. Alright, so let's, oh, this has to be changed to, Building C is number 33 also. So now we can save this. Come down here, let's grab Building C, move it to the other map. And rename it. Ricciville. Alright, let's save that. And now we have to go back into here. And grab Building C. And let's change the picture first. And let's change so that's good. You're good, you're good, you're saved. So let's crank the map back up again. And this time I'm going to walk by that red blinking light and see if I get that same error. I am at AWW with all of this. I don't think I could do this, but I am grateful to all the modders and map makers out there that makes so much fun to play. Thanks, Queen Chris. Alright, so let's come in here. Let's go to Central Station. And before we walk across the street, oh cool, we have a train, so we have our blinking red light, and this time we should get that error back. And I want to see what Giants messed up that we're getting an error now with the train light. But now we should have building C. So we have our ground beef, our steak, our mutton or bacon, our chicken fillets. No 110 errors. Did our cool. Our particle effects came over as well, so we have all of our cold air blowing in the building. I'm going to put doors on all of these. That's going to be a project for another day, to put doors on all of these buildings. But this is building C. Alright, let's move on. So now let's go to our log first. And make sure I've got no Lua errors. And just, yes, Giants did something with the update and messed up the red lights on the trains. So I'm going to have to look into that to see what they did. Uses a custom shader, which is, so I'm probably going to have to change the shaders out on the train lights, is what that error is telling me. But we can delete building, or we can close building C. So let's go Ricciville, new buildings, so sign C we're done with, and building C we are done with. Moving on, building D, let's grab the sign first. So let's go sign D. And then let's grab this way. I think, nope, up the other way. I was right the first time. So let's grab building D. So there's building D. So sign D, let's fix the pathing. So that's good. And now building D. The shaders I know are good. The sound I know is good. And then these three texture files are good. Alright, so that I can save. This guy is now good. This guy, those are good. And then we have to bring our objects, palettes. I have to bring these over. Let's bring them all over. I think some of them I already have. So let's go copy, textures, and some of these I should already have. I do. And then this guy can get deleted. And this guy can get deleted. And then let's fix the pathing on the rest of these. Alright, so they're fixed. So building D should now open up with no errors. And it does. Alright. So let's go over here. So let's create a transform group. Building D. Let's cut it from there, paste it into here, and now let's import in building D. Throw him here. Let's change this. Nope, not that one. Let's change that one to 33 before I forget. Alright, so let's spin you to 0. And let's line you up with this building. And let's pull you out. About there. Just enough to drive through the buildings. It's about there. Now let's grab this guy and bring him over. And then let's import in our sign. Let's get this guy back and down and turned to 0. And then let's line him up with let's bring him down and over a bit. Something like that. And then let's get this guy lined up. So you've got to come about there. How do you look? You look pretty good. No, you're too far back. Let's bring you out a little bit. No, it still looks like it's too far back. It is. So let's grab this guy again and slide him forward. That looks better. Now maybe too far forward. It's so hard to see this stupid thing sometimes. Let's go back a little bit. Alright, that looks close. So let's grab this guy all the way down. Duplicate him. And then he's going to be building D. And put him about here. And he should be in the trigger. Alright, he's in the trigger. So this guy is 33. Alright, so let's save this. And now let's just rinse and repeat. Alright, so we want building D. Over here. And we have to rename him. Edit. No, replace. With Ricciville. And we'll save him. And now we go placeables, global company. Let's grab building D. And let's edit him. Islands. Let's fix the picture to Ricciville. So that was the last one. So that is saved. Our map is saved. So let's crank it up again. Let me see the error in the train light. Alright, let me go back in the let me go back in here. I'll show you the error with the train light. We'll walk by the train light again so it's blinking so we can catch the error. Alright, so let's go back to Central Station. And there's our red blinking light from the train. Papa's Awesome, Canadian Central, my tanker cars. Alright, so let's head over here. And how did this sign line up? That sign lined up pretty well. This sign, yeah, this sign lined up pretty well, I think. I can live with that. Alright, so no 110 errors. And we have our particle effects. We have our particle effects. Alright. So that is building D. And then here's our new traffic. Oh, I can't catch it. Can I catch it? Can I catch it? Can I catch it? Oh, they're not the new traffic. They're two of the old ones, but there should be a couple new cars here floating around somewhere. Let me get out of here. I can show Papa the Yes, I want to change or exit without saving. I've seen the error before. Just change the shader light to blinking. It is all the way down in the log at the very bottom here. No depth map available, but shape corona right. So it's going to be the corona. It's going to be all of them. It's going to be the right and the left lights for the train. Corona blinking red uses a custom shader which requires reading depth data. And I'll let my stream catch up. All right, Poppy, gonna head out. Let me copy this. I'll send it to you. Let me go to. Let me just throw it here for now, and then I'll send it to him later. All right. So let me close building D. Alright, so we're done with building D. So let's go building E. And where's building E? Back here. Alright, so let's grab building E. Let's export this one. Building E. Then we need to sign, which I think was below it. Building E. Sign E. Alright, so now let's again rinse and repeat. Let's go to Ricciville, new building, sign E. Let's fix the path. And then let's grab building E and fix these couple of texture paths. So let's save that. And again, building E should now open with no errors. And there's no errors. Alright, so let's come back in here. It's a small one. It can go over here. Alright, so let's create another transform group. Building E. Let's cut it from there, paste it in here, and now we can import the building in. Alright, and once again let's line this up with the other one. So you're going to go to 90 and let's square it up with this building. here. If I turn these the other way, if I need more room, I could turn these buildings the other way, and I can fit a lot more in, which I may end up doing. We'll see. We'll see how much room we need. So let's put him here for now. Let's grab. Let's get this sign in first. And are you on the opposite side for some reason? Where are my... Oh, they're over here. Okay. I didn't see my digital displays at first. So let's import the sign in. Spin it around. Let's go to 0. And bring it down about here. Why does it seem like it's too far back? Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, if this one has room for more, that's why. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is building E not full? Yeah, building E's not full. It has room for one more. And we can put that one more on top. So that'll work out well. Alright, so you're there. Let's grab one of these. And bring him back. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Let's come down a hair. So I want room. It gives me room to put one more product in this building when we create another palette. So that's about there. So building, we need a icon. Let's go down the bottom. Let's go building E. Bring it up out of the ground. Put him about here. And it should be in the trigger. It is. This one is Farmland 33. Let's save the map. And again, it's just all rinse and repeat. So building E comes over to the Ricciville map. And we're going to rename it Ricciville. save that. And then let's grab placeables. Global company, building E. Paste them here. Let's change the icon first because it's lowercase. And let's replace Alright, so let's save that. So technically building E should now work. And I am probably, I don't even know where my phone is to check the time, to be honest with you. Oh, I'm using it to watch chat. That's where my phone is. It is, what time is it? It is about 4:45 my time. I'm going to get out of here soon. But let's check this building out, because it's been a long day. I've been working on this map since like 4:30 this morning. While we're waiting for the train to pass, I'm just going to grab a little bit of speed. Alright, so we have building E, and the sign looks pretty good. So we have our plastic, our drywall, firewood sacks, wallpaper, wool, cashmere down, and I've got room for one more. So in the future we can add one more pallet to this warehouse. Oh, I was going to say, why is there a tank there? But that tank is there because we have liquid in this building. What liquid do we have? We have byproducts in this building, so we have a liquid in this building. I would say, why is that tank there? But that tank belongs there. Alright. One more building done. Let's exit out of here. I'm probably going to do one more warehouse, guys, and then call it a night. My back is killing me. I can't sit in this chair much longer. So, building E I'm done with. Let's check the log. Yeah, no Lua errors with the warehouse, so we're good. Alright, we'll do one more and we'll get out of here. Let's grab the sign for building F. So let's export that. Sign F. Alright, we have the sign. Oh, we got to go up. And we want building F. Building F. And then since this is the last one I'm going to pull out of here, I'm just going to close this down. And we'll pick up with building G tomorrow and the rest of the warehouses. So let's go in here. Let's go to new buildings. So sign F. Let's fix the pathing. building F. Let's fix these three on the couple four on the bottom. Alright, so they're fixed. So building F, I know we have at least 3 more refrigerated buildings to bring in. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna turn these, and I'm gonna have to fix all the signs. But let's do it. So let's go. I'm probably going to need a little bit more room, but let's turn these guys this way. So let's go to 0. I want room to drive behind them. That actually looks pretty good, believe it or not. So let's bring it down here. Yeah, I don't want to drive in and run through the... So let's move it down. And then tomorrow I'll take this little bit more grass away. We'll stretch this out just a little bit more. Or I'll move this road. I like the road where it is, and the telephone pole's in the way. Alright, about there. And then we'll take this concrete out just a little bit more tomorrow. So let's move the tour icon for A. A. Let's move this guy here. Yeah, let's move this guy here. And then we have to move this guy. Yeah, he's got to go this way. Yeah, I should have done this when I wanted to. I should have turned these the other way before we put them all in place. So you look... Alright, so you look good. So let's turn building B. This guy. So let's spin him this way to 0, and then let's line him up with this one and put him about here. That works. So we need to move icon B down here. You know, we have to move this guy down to -90. And let's just get him tweaked. Oh, we turned him the wrong way. He's got to go this way to 90. So it looks backwards. Let's get him in place. Something like that. And back a little bit more now. Alright, something like that. Alright, so now let's move. What letter were you? You're E. No, you're D. your E. Did I just import the wrong one in? No, we brought F in. All right. So building E. Let's turn you this way to 0. Let's get you lined up. Hi, puppy. Oh, was the dog barking? I just tune him out anymore. Alright, building E. So let's bring this guy over. 90-pound Roddy protecting the neighbor, protecting the house. And we want, where was it? This guy? Yeah, let's turn him this way. And down and get it close. Let's bring it back about there. And back a little bit. Alright, so about there. Alright, so that fixes all that. So now let's bring in building F. So let's create a transform group. Building F. Minimize all of these. Let's cut it from there. Paste it into here. And then import building F. Let's cut it from there. Paste it here. And let's spin it this way to 0. And let's come back about here and down. About there. And then let's grab, let's import sign F. Edit. Something like that. To 0. And come over. Get you close. Let's tweak it. Something like that. Yep, something like that. Now let's grab a sign holder. Let's bring him up and back into place. I think it's still too far forward. Yeah, something like that. How do you look? No, you're off. This guy has to come forward a little bit more. That looks better. Alright, so let's grab our icon. And call him building F. And bring him over to here. And that should be in our player trigger. It is. Building F has to go to farmland number 33. Alright, let's save this. So let's grab building F. Over to here. And rename it Ricciville. And let's save that. And then let's grab gold placeables. Let's grab building F out of the other map and paste it into here. And let's rename the picture first. And then let's rename the factory. Alright, so let's save that. So our building is done, our 110 is done, our tour icon is done, the map is saved. So let's crank this one up. And as soon as I check this, there's no errors in the log. Yeah, he was barking. Yeah, I tuned him out. I don't even hear him anymore. And then I'm going to get out of here for the night. And we'll finish the logistics center and the warehouses central station tomorrow. And then the last major build in this map is the seaweed pond and the power cell production. We have to build a small power cell plant to make some batteries. About a quarter of the size of the island map. Alright, let's start this. Let me grab a little bit of speed. Oh, wrong one. And I did it again. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I gotta get out of here. F11. Let's grab some speed. And now we can head back here. Let's get around the train. Can we get through this? Yeah, we beat the train. Alright, so let's make sure we have no errors with building F. And the sign needs to be adjusted. The sign is off. It's got to get slid to the right a little bit. Alright, so we just have to fix the sign. So we have our face masks, our swimsuits, our bayonet. No 110 errors. So it looks good. Alright, so just fix the sign, make sure there's no errors in the log. And then I'm going to get out of here until tomorrow. Alright, so let me check the log real quick. And there's no Lua errors with the factory. I'm going to close building F. Let's just adjust the sign a little bit, and then I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for stopping in, taking time out of their day, saying hello. I want thank you for the sub, the tier 1. That was awesome. Alright, so let's back there, and I think back just a little bit more. Yeah, something like that. Alright. I'm going to save this and then get out of here. See if anybody has any other questions before I roll. I want everybody to have a good night. Thanks, Queen Chris, for stopping in. If all goes well and my internet is behaving tomorrow, I'm going to jump on in the morning and play the islands map for about 2 hours, and then take about a 2-hour break, and then I'll be back, and we'll put the rest of the warehouses and silos and everything else here in this map, and we'll finish up Central Station in the warehouse and Central in the logistics center. And then we'll see what trouble. We'll probably get power cell production after we get the warehouses in. But again, thanks everybody for stopping in, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.